Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog, and a very exciting one, isn't it my darling, because you're now here. Obviously I've done a couple of videos since giving birth, but this is the first proper vlog that includes this little sleeping beauty, or not so much sleeping beauty because she didn't want to sleep. I'd like to say that I just woke up, but unfortunately that doesn't happen with a newborn, does it? No. So it's 6:30. You had to feed at 3, didn't you? Yeah. You had to feed at 6, and now you're trying to tell me that you're hungry again, aren't you? Yeah. But I thought I would vlog today because today is officially the first day that we're going to be on our own all day. Daddy's off driving for 6 hours, isn't he? Yesterday technically was the first day that he went back to work after paternity leave, but he came home at, what time was it, about 10, and then went back to work at about 1 because we had a midwife appointment where this little chunky monkey and myself got signed off because she'd made her weight, so they didn't have any concerns. She'd made her birth weight. You're a little chunk, didn't you? Yeah. So yeah, they didn't have any concerns, so they discharged us even. So yeah, that was exciting. But yeah, as I say, like, it was a little bit hit and miss, and there wasn't really much to film anyway, because by the time we got up and ready, like, it was time for the midwife appointment, and then we slept in the afternoon, didn't we? We slept in the afternoon. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. You have the most manly burps going, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, so I thought I would share a little bit of our day, see what happens. I've got a little to-do list, but if the rest of the 2 weeks has been anything to go by, it won't get done today. We also received the news last night that a family member had passed away, which, although sad, was kind of to be expected. So yeah, I'm not, obviously I'm sad and upset, but I kind of feel like it's a happy release at the same time. So yeah, that's where we are with that one. So I'm expecting a phone call later on, just from a family member to kind of talk through things. But on the whole, I'm doing well after that. I'm still recovering from COVID. I don't know if I mentioned it on this channel, but I had COVID, didn't we? Yeah. So I'm still recovering from that, and then yesterday, what I thought was like a cold to start with, I think is mastitis. I think that's how you say it. Which shows itself to start with flu-like symptoms, and I've definitely got those. I woke up, I've got this night dress on, but I woke up and my hair at the back, it's not so bad on the front, but it is at the top as well, literally feels like I've stepped out of the shower. It's wringing wet. So's my outfit. Sweet Pea's sleep suit is in the places that I've obviously been cuddling there. It's just soaked it all up. Yeah, so that's not fun. I do have some antibiotics, so I need to take those in a bit, but unfortunately you've got to have them on a full stomach, and this one doesn't really allow you to eat, so it's all fun and games. But yeah, so I'm going to take my antibiotics in a little bit. I'm also on painkillers, which is a shame because I'd come off the painkillers after surgery, and I was getting back to my normal self, but now I'm back on the painkillers, but never mind, we move. So yeah, I think that brings you pretty much up to speed. This one's just intently staring at all my DVDs that are literally beside me. Aren't you? Yeah. So yeah, I need to pump in a little bit. Our breastfeeding journey wasn't as straightforward as we had hoped, and we just couldn't get her to latch. and it was just getting a bit stressful. So in the end, I've decided to exclusively pump. So she's still getting all that goodness of breast milk. It's just obviously she's getting it through a bottle, and that works for us, even if I have got mastitis, and yeah, even if I feel like a milked cow most of the time. But you're worth it. You're worth it, ain't you? So yeah, I need to do that in a minute, and then I need to have something to eat so I can take my antibiotics and crack on with the rest of the day, I guess. You need a wash really, don't you? But you're going to do that later. Yeah. I do that later because you scream the place down, don't you? Oh, and another thing. Oh, my alarm's going off on my phone when we watch. Where are you off to? What are you doing? Another thing, little madam had a poo explosion last night at 3 AM. Didn't you? So yeah, it was all up your back, all down your legs. That was fun trying to change that in the dark. You smiling? You're clever. So yeah, I'm hoping that she might fall asleep in a little bit so I can pump. Because that's the other thing. I can't pump when she wants cuddles. Because, yeah, it just doesn't work like that. But we're very active this morning. What are you trying to do? If you're trying to get my boob, it's not on my arm. She generally is, I think, as well. Yeah, she's trying to latch onto my elbow. Let's sort you out then, shall we? Well, it's now 1 o'clock. I'm finally out of bed. But I don't mind. I'm not mad at that. I've kind of learnt that I need to slow down, especially whilst I've got mastitis, because it's just horrible. If I'm in so much pain, painkillers aren't doing anything. Like it's swollen. It's just not very pleasant. So I fed Nelly twice, I think, since I last spoke to you. I'm just using the micellar cleanser more, if you're wondering. Yeah, I've fed her twice, and then in between that, when she slept, I slept, which I think is what I needed. They say that you've got to have rest anyway, especially when you've got mastitis, so I've done that. I woke up now though because I'm really hungry, and also Nelly will be waking up soon. This is the Clinique All About the Eyes. This is that sample pot that I've been using up what feels like forever. But yeah, she'll be waking up soon for feed, and I haven't got any bottles. It's clean and sterilised, so I need to do that in a minute. But I just thought I would get ready. I've been trying to do my skincare every day, just so that I'm a little bit put together. If I brush my hair every day and do my skincare, even if I don't get dressed, which I'm not sure I will. I want to try and get out for a walk a bit later, but we'll see. Just a walk around the block, just to get some fresh air and be out of the house for a little while, or out of the flat. I was going to attempt to try and do it myself, but I just can't be doing with lifting the pram to get down the stairs right now, so I'll wait until Ash has finished work, which hopefully won't be too late. But yeah, this is the Clinique Moisture Surge Cream. I love this cream. It's literally my favourite. I'm going to ask for it for Mother's Day because it is expensive, but it works, and it really works for my skin, so I'm going to ask for that. I've also asked for some wireless headphones. I'm finally getting into the 21st century instead of my like old iPhone headphones, like wired headphones that I've always used, that you used to get with the phones. And that was with the aux bit as well, it's not even like the newer ones. And then I'm just going to go in, just in case we go out, with the Garnier Anti-Dark Spots and Anti-Pollution Super UV like SPF. Again, I've been putting this on daily, just trying to really look after my skin whilst I can before like she starts teething or anything like that and becomes really clingy where I can't do anything. Although she was quite clingy this morning for the first feed, but it turned out she was just extra hungry and ended up with a couple of bottles spaced an hour apart, but I think that'll be alright. She did go to the toilet, so it's not like it's like filled her stomach too much. And the midwife said that'll be alright as long as she's still going to the toilet, so I'm not worried about that, although I've got so much milk in the fridge. I'm just going to today pump and dump because I haven't got any room in the freezer for it and I need to use up what I've got. So today is a pump and dump day. I also need to sterilise and wash these. They look really grim now because they've got a bit of milk in them that I forgot about, but yeah, I need to get them sorted. They just catch like any of the fallout and are really good. They are from LV, I think it's called, and yeah, I'd highly recommend, even like if you're expressing or breastfeeding or whatever, catching that fallout. I can catch like a whole 8 ounces a day just from that, so definitely recommend that. But I'm just going to make the bed, have a little tidy up in here, and then take Sweet Pea, my little Sweet Pea, Manelli Rose, down to the kitchen so that I can sterilise bottles and make some lunch so that I can have some more antibiotics. Yeah, and go from there pretty much.
I wake up from the sunshine on my face, so dehydrated, don't know what to say. Who's sleeping by my side? What did I do last night? Can someone make this headache go away? Yesterday was supposed to be quiet, being to myself and sit in silence, until I got a call. My friend showed up at my door. They wanted me to go out for a while. We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our eyes. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. Wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, oh, wow, oh, oh, wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, 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 wow, oh, oh, wow, oh, oh. Every morning after feels the same. I know I only have myself to blame for drinking guess I got caught up. Can someone make this headache go away? We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our eyes. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark with a feeling in our eyes. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark. Whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. And I will try to fix what has been broken. And take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken. And I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like?
Right, well, I'm just gonna make a start on tea. We are having tonight the sausage casserole, which looks delicious. This is Coleman's one, and yeah, so I'm waiting for the pan to heat up. So it says fry the sausages in with oil in a pan until brown, add the onions and fry for 4 minutes. Place in an oven-proof dish with mushrooms and peppers. Mix the coleslaw and seasoning with water and add to the dish and cover and cook. So I'm literally just going to put it I'm literally just going to put it in the slow cooker on low and just leave it to do its thing for a few hours. We're having to eat a lot later now. We don't actually get to eat until like 7, 8 o'clock because of little madam, but never mind. It's worth it. She's cute. She's currently in her high chair, strapped in so I can still keep an eye on her. And I definitely think that's like a game changer. The tongue's coming out, so she's hungry. And we're pulling some rather interesting faces, so she's obviously dreaming about something. I'm just waiting for the bottles to cool down before I can do anything. I picked up some reduced sausages from Lidl the other day, so we're going to have those in the packet. Ooh. I need to also today try and sort out the freezer so I can at least, I can't remember if I said or not, so I can freeze some of the milk so I don't have to pump and dump so often. I really wanted to have a cider tonight, which obviously I would have to pump and dump for. However, now that I'm on antibiotics, I can't, which is a shame. So my Thatcher's blood orange cider that has been in the fridge for months, we just have to wait a bit longer. I just thought I'd mention as well, for anyone that's expressing, these are really, really good, the Asda Omas. They're literally like £2 for the storage bags, and yeah, they're actually better I think than some of the big name brands. But yeah, so I'm just going to fill up baby girl's bottle and then let it come to room temperature, hopefully, before she wakes up. And then I'm just going to warm up some pesto pasta that I had left over from tea. I love pesto. I'm just going to warm that up in the microwave. How we get on with that, keep browning the sausages. I literally feel like these days I just multitask everything. Like, I wouldn't change it for the world, but yeah, trying to get things done is definitely hard work, but I feel like we're getting somewhere. We do like an evening reset every evening, just so that like the rooms are relatively tidy. We didn't last night because I had a fever, but on the whole we do. So I've just got a little bit of tidying up to do over here, on the table, etc. So I'm just gonna pop in.
I don't know where she came from, kinda turned me upside down. I just don't know what to do. I wanna spend the night at hers and bring her one of my t-shirts so it smells like her perfume. Now I really get what the love songs are talking about. And I just wanna tell her how I feel, scream it out loud. Have you ever been in love? Have you ever lost your head? Have you felt like you were out of breath when you saw her in that dress? When your heart is beating fast and you're sweating and you can't stop looking at.
One thing I am surprised about is the fact of how quickly you get a little, I don't want to say like a routine, but like how things are done. For example, you find little hacks and things like that. So we've got a plastic tub, which you probably would have seen me empty earlier on, and we fill it with water and stick the bottles in as we use them, so that then the milk doesn't stick to them. And then we've only got to clean them when we've got like a batch of them. So I normally just clean all of them together like you would have seen, rather than feeling like I'm constantly cleaning bottles, which I feel like I am anyway. But yeah, so that is what we've kind of been doing. But yeah, like I was quite surprised by how quickly we fall into just getting stuff done. But I'm not complaining, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm going to carry on cooking. Ash should be home in a minute and we'll see what we get up to for the rest of the day. Nelly Rose, did you piss on Daddy? Did you wee all over Daddy? Did you? Can you see yourself? Can you see yourself? You waving? Oh, big yawn. Big yawn.
Will resume fighting outside. If the gas they're running effective. Have you seen this, Colonel? The Germans destroyed Florence, but